Ah yes, the soothing sounds of boat jobs. This is your on camera, smile. That's right folks, we are back at the boat and there is a lot of to be done. Yep, lots of sanding, caulking, painting. This is the first coat of primer that's gone on the top side, and then of course you're going to have to back mask and then do the bottom. It's quite an ordeal actually, it's quite a process. Safety. What? You've actually got work boots on? Yeah. We don't do that here. Yeah. I didn't even bring my safety Crocs either. Oh, I bought my safety jandals. Oh, I've got safety jandals. Oh. I bought some safety Crocs especially. Oh, right. Yeah, it's looking like a boat now. Yeah. I mean, it was always looking like a boat, but it just looked like a really old boat. It still looks like a really old boat too, to be fair. It looks like a boat that might float. Maybe.
Maybe.
I said might.
For 10 minutes in here.
Yeah. 10 minutes. That is optimistic.
I don't think she'll go right down quick.
No, it won't. Well, it should, yeah. Hopefully.
She'll go down when we get sick of barley water.
Yeah. Depends how good his bilge pumps are. Threw up this time lapse just to kind of get a bit more of an overview. You know, they say many hands make light work, but still felt like a lot of work. You know, like it's just a lot of work, really. And it probably makes it worse because we're jamming it into sort of 3 days, 4 days at a time, and you've just kind of there's no time to do anything else. It's just go, because time waits for nobody, and we ain't nobody. So there you go. Just hammering my caulk in the hole, and it's quite tight. You know, if you got quite a big amount of caulk, you got to hammer it in there. You know. Yeah. I watched a lot of videos on how to do this, and if any of those people who made those videos are watching this, I'm real sorry because I'm not doing it that way. But I did watch the video. I thought you were going to say you watched a few videos on how to do it, so you're pretty much an expert now.
Hey guys.
Yeah, I'm an expert. Apparently we're having a union meeting. Yeah. Well, I mean, we were on equal pay anyway. Yeah. None of us get paid for this. Maybe that's what the meeting's about, we want to get paid. Oh, shit. Yeah, can't afford that. I was going to say, that's no good for you. Yeah. Who's going to pay me?
Come on, guys. Hey.
Right, we're doing it. Just got to finish putting my caulk in here. That'll do. Yeah. Fucking in there. So up to. Not going to stay. Oh. There you go. Now you're going to be on the wrong line. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Magnificent. Spoiler alert, it wasn't a union meeting, it was just lunch. It was good though. Now back to the boat, and at the moment I am cutting the key steel down to assemble the prop. Obviously, key steel comes in, you know, standard lengths and sizes and bits and pieces. And I'm just going to cut it down and then make it fit the it's called a keyway. Make it fit the keyway. There you go. Yeah, it's probably worth noting here too that this would be way easier if I did it in a vise, but the vise was all the way down the shed, and yeah, I just did it here. So don't do what I do, and if you're cutting key steel like that, maybe do it in a vise. It's way safer, and always wear your safety squints, because, you know, safety first. Oh, and like gloves, because I don't know if you know this, but when you're cutting it, it gets hot. It makes it hard to hold on to.
if you want commentary.
So this is the process you go through to get the cork ready, and so basically the cork comes in that big bundle that you see behind Brent on the table there, and you basically pull bits off, and it's a bit like spinning wool. I don't know, maybe some of you younger generationers won't have seen it, but my mum used to spin lots of wool when we were kids, so it's kind of the same.
So you got your bit of rope from that to that. And then we go shove it in the hole.
Might be in this box here, I think. Oh, there you go.
Cut. The holes in this boat compared to other ones that I watched on YouTube are real tight compared to the other ones. Yeah. And then I'm trying to put extra in here because all the water runs off the gunnels and through here, and so this stuff's not as good. So I'm putting extra stuff in, which may or may not be the right thing. One way to find out. Yeah. You got to shove it in. Shove it in. You want it nice and tight. You don't want it loose. Yeah. And then you don't want it to be all slogged out and well loose. And then once you got it tight in there, you've got to give it a good pounding, you know. Just really send it home. It's the only way to do it, really.
We've never done this before, so if you have, maybe leave a comment and tell us what we're doing wrong.
There's plenty of good videos about how you're supposed to do it. This is one about how you probably shouldn't. I don't know. But, you know, hopefully it'll work. If it sinks, don't do what we did. If it doesn't sink, yeah, you might be right. Yeah. Get away with it. I'm going to put the old prop on. And I'll put some of this anti-seize. It's probably not the right stuff to put on, but
Okay, so a couple of points when you're doing this kind of thing, if you're putting a new prop on, is to match the prop, which is sort of like making sure that the two tapers are the same, because obviously they're machined different ways and different times and whatnot, so they might not be exactly the same. So normally you would, I think it's called lapping, you lap the joint, and that takes off any high spots. And then the other thing to think of too is the making sure that the key steel isn't too big, so that when you put the prop on, it's only touching on the key steel, or it touches the key steel before it touches anything else. You want it to fit on there so that it's tight on the key steel, but it's also tight on the rest of the shaft, because otherwise you're going to end up eventually with some play, and eventually it'll wear out and you won't get any longevity out of your bits.
it doesn't bother me. You said to argue John about it, will you? Then you get the old adjustable hammer and tighten it up.
Oh, okay.
Now, question. Should there be a zinc on the end of that prop shaft? Because, you know, other videos I've seen they have zincs on there. And we don't have a zinc on there, and I'm just, now that I'm editing this, thinking, maybe there should be a zinc on there. There we go. Just need the split pin there. Over here on the mast we have a lot of sanding happening before getting ready to chuck some oil on. So this is the old through hole for the manual bilge pump, which doesn't work anymore. The through hole fitting itself is actually okay, but the tap is naked, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. As you can see here, I'm having to, how do we crack it up without the camera on, and it would not budge. So I've given it a wee heat up with the gas torch. You don't want to give it too much because you'll make it worse. So stuff in the way, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Hey, buddy. And this is why we replace all these things. 'Cause that ain't doing shit. There are a few leaks on the top deck, so we're attempting to fix those. Yeah, I was just topping it up. Ooh, looks good.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with the other one. Different colour.
The other
The other tin of varnish is different colour.
is a different type.
Not the same. This is oil though. I mean oil. Yeah.
I'll start with this, I guess.
Yeah. It is light oak. Yeah, it's good. Oregon wood. A bit of oak on the Oregon.
Oak on Oregon. It's the same, it's all wood.
More the same. Although John's talking about filling it up, filling the boat up
Yeah, well, we know the bottom part doesn't leak because otherwise there wouldn't be water in there all the time.
Yeah, true.
So the actual...
I think they're talking about filling it up to the water level.
Oh, yeah.
So it get up to about the engine anyhow. Chuck a whole lot of sulphur in with it.
Oh, yeah.
And then how do you get it out?
Bilge pump.
Oh. Just make sure
I think she's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Once you get a little putty in that as well, she's
I reckon it'll be more
more
worried about through holes in the stern tube.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
There's
what I
those
would...
sort of things that where most boats will sink.
Yeah.
They've got issues.
This I just pulled this one off before. This one seems alright, but it's above the water line anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much.
No.
Okay, so a lot of this top side work is just a sort of temporary repair to get us through. At the moment we're on a bit of a deadline to try and get the boat in the water, so all of these things are just patch it up for now. Once it's on the water, once we've dealt with the under the water issues, then the plan is to sand all this back and redo it properly. So you're just going to have to wait. Wait. God damn it. YouTube. Okay, so this is the corner of the cabin top where it meets the deck, and there's a little bit of a gap down there where it's sort of come away.
Anyone who cares,
Or the fillings come out anyway. So I'm putting some epoxy filler in to try and bridge that over for now, and fill in any gaps. So hopefully when it rains it doesn't leak from the outside or the top side. I know, you probably think I'm crazy.
What's going
Yep,
on?
there it goes. Firing up the old gas torch and trying to burn down the boat. But what I'm doing is actually trying to singe off all the hairs from the cork when we put in, all the little strands that didn't quite end up in the hole properly. And you just kind of point the gas torch at it, try not to get close enough that you end up burning the wood, because we don't really need to go for the old distress look, but you kind of just get the old gas torch and you just kind of wave it around like you just don't care, and then it's ready to put the putty in. Lawnmowers. Well, day 2 happened, and it was kind of much of the same, except that we obviously started puttying under the waterline with the kind of goal to try and get the under the waterline done on this trip. Look at that mast, doesn't that look awesome? Good job, Linda, good job. Yeah, so we're trying to get the under the waterline sorted out so that it had a bit of time for the putty to dry before splash day.
my one. Mine's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm looking at yours.
All the different techniques. We've all got slightly different techniques.
Oh, we'll look at the pro.
Are you looking at Stuart?
Yeah. No pressure though. No pressure.
No pressure, Stuart.
You know, we spent what, all day? And we've pretty much got below the water line on this side and some of the bow. And the downside is that, you know, the side's still to go. So, I don't know how much we're going to get done, but yeah, progress anyway. I paid for this boat, isn't it?
What was that?
It's probably time I paid for this boat, isn't
Oh, but I want a photo.
Yeah.
John, stand up. We're going to have a photo. Hold on, I'll get the camera.
You worried the value's going up?
it? Yeah, you might want a back shot.
You've got to accept the dollar,
But
John.
I'm willing to double the price for $2.
Oh, wow.
No, we haven't officially blessed it. It's still my boat. I'll just handle the free later.
I've had free labour as
Don't
well.
worry, we won't go ahead.
Darling, on your feet.
I was just thinking today, yeah, you're worried she's looking so good, you see.
Please, on your feet.
On your feet.
You've been told, John.
On your feet, sunshine. That would be a quite good place in terms of...
So do you have to see the $2?
Okay.
$2.
$2? It was only $1.
Yeah, I know, but you've let me keep it here for a year, so
Oh, that's true.
Rent.
it's got to at least be worth the dollar. We're paying double what it's worth.
Oh, both of you looking this way, both of you holding the dollar. Lovely.
You guys are always
Good.
welcome to use it wherever it is. You know?
Oh, we'll be there. We'll be there waiting.
Yeah. Don't expect any less. Yeah.
Oh, it's absolutely wonderful for us.
No, it's
You
too
use
good,
it to
yeah.
start off and that's it again.
Well, I guess it's official now. You now own a
Take you down in your boat, that's fine.
World War II era sailboat. Well done, Brent. We were planning on leaving early the next morning to head for home, and we really wanted to get under the waterline finished before we left, so that it had some time to dry before we were back in a couple of weeks. So after tea, we decided to just push on and try and get the last little bit done. So I chucked up this time lapse. Yeah. It was a race against the sun to try and get done before dark, and it wasn't a race that we were winning, so I had to break out the old head torches and try and finish her off in the dark. But we got there. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. If you're still watching, thanks for watching, and yeah, give us a thumbs up. We are on the very close countdown to Splash Day, so the next few videos might be the next one, and might not. I'm not too. I'll have to have a look and see how much footage I've got to try and get through. But interesting, exciting times ahead, guys. Hopefully, see you on the next one. Man, is this still going? Yeah, I forgot how long this was. I'm going to have to speed this up, I think. Jeez, I'm going to be here all night. You guys don't want to watch this? Or do you? Maybe you do. What do you think? Do you think they do? I don't know. Oh, look at them go.